Yeah, we're gonna be working on some batteries today. I'm Justin, and here we are on the farm doing farmer stuff. Apparently, it's not that hard to fix. I've got some tools and the setup over here. I got some distilled water and all the stuff we need. So we're gonna go kind of collect some batteries from the truck and a few other places around here. I'm get them over here on the table, and I'm just gonna start fixing them. The way to fix it is to hook up a welder to it. Battery acid crystallizes over time and use, and who knows why, but over time that happens. And then you do this little trick that I'm gonna do to it and revive them back to brand new. I've actually watched quite a few videos on people doing this, so I think that I can, have the same kind of success. It's not that difficult, we just take some distilled water and put it in the batteries, and you hook it up to the welder, turn it on, and then it boils. And then you go about 5 minutes with the boiling, and then you give it maybe a 10-minute break. I wasn't really sure what the break was for, and people are saying you do it about 5 times. 5 minutes each with 5-minute break or a 10-minute break in between. And realistically, it's just to cool the battery down, because if you did 20 minutes of it non-stop, the battery gets very, very, very hot, and then I think that makes it extremely inefficient. So probably not good or healthy, and could get to the point where it's warping or breaking things. It's just too much heat straight to the battery, hooking the positive up to one side and the negative up the other side. I actually took my welder apart and modified so that it goes onto the battery terminals a little bit better. All right, well then let's go get some batteries and get them stacked up here, and I'll show you this process. Here we are in the hay barn with Little Blue. This is the first project that I need to work on, making sure I can just get it started and at least moved out of the barn so I can put hay in the barn. So I've had so many issues trying to get this thing started. I've literally left it on the charger overnight. Wouldn't start, barely cranked over, just had not enough juice. Just these big diesels need a lot of power to get started, and it didn't want to go. Hooked up the Duramax jumper cables to it running, not little jumper cables. I got some nice ones here too. Some big ass jumper cables, really do the job. And it just took about 2 hours on there, and finally the truck started. And it wants to start. The truck does. Once it gets spin a few times, it'll start. I mean, I could probably pull it out of here and push it down this little hill, and it'd probably actually start that way. But you can't move these trucks like that, because you have to have the engine running, to have air pressure, to get the air brakes to release. So I got some, here are the batteries that are in it. That's the one that I had to bring to it last time to put in it to get started to help. And that's what made all the difference in the world, and still didn't want to do its job. And so here we got 4 of them. So I'm going to take these 4 out, get them over to the shop, and we're going to do the restoration to them. And then when we put it back in, we'll just see how quick and good the truck starts, and that'll kind of be proof to us how worthwhile this process really is. So we'll go ahead and open the door and hit the key real quick. And oh, nothing. Any buzzers didn't even come on. Nothing. So nothing. Oh yeah, we got nothing there. Dead as a doornail. So let's go restore these things and see how it goes. What's up? Here we are. Here's the battery station that I'm going to be working on. I've got kind of all set up here. Took that off and put a battery terminal on there. Painted it red for the red side. And And the negative has a nice good clamp on it. Here are the 4 batteries. I got them in the tubs because sometimes they'll overspill, and when we're putting the water in, sometimes it makes a mess. Here are all the other batteries that I kind of found today, and there's my distilled water. Needed some of that. So I was grabbing the batteries and I was taking them over here, little wash station, washing them off a little bit, get them kind of clean. Then I take them over here and with my air wand, I was drying them off. I'm all kind of cleaned up so they're nice to work with. So the first thing we need to do is we need to make sure that they're all topped off with water. So we got to dig into them and get these caps pulled off. All right, batteries are in, looking good. Yeah, I like that. This is what we're gonna go with. Let's see what it does. This is, turn the key on. Oh, that's good, here we go. Oh, yeah! Did you see that, did you hear that? It just fired right up. Didn't even try hard. It just fired right up. That's awesome. That's awesome. Oh man. Oh man, look at that. Running. It's fired up just like that. That's amazing. So exciting. So exciting. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. It works. It's that easy. Oh man. Yeah, that's exciting. Well, look at that. All right, I shouldn't do this, but I'm gonna do it just again. We're just gonna turn it off and turn it right back on. effortless. Here we go. I'm just gonna push the button. One second, hear it. That's fast cranking. This old motor cranked pretty quick. It's getting all the cranking amps it needs out of those 3 batteries. Yeah. All right. Fantastic. Oh man. Started right up, no issues. Just cranks super hard and super fast. Yeah, those batteries, that's how you fix batteries, ladies and gentlemen. There you go, too easy. Well, that's gonna conclude this episode. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you hanging out with me, it's awesome.